Hi there, beautiful souls, and welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zielinski, and I'm really excited to be here. I am on my first YouTube Live. I have been going live on Facebook for many years, but this is my first YouTube Live, and I'm really excited. Yay. As I was thinking and hemming and hawing about when I should do YouTube Live, Spirit shouted in my head, like yelled in my head, out of the comfort zone, Lana, out of the comfort zone. And I had a lovely little chit chat. I have been in the comfort zone of just doing my lives on Facebook, and it is now time to do some lives here on YouTube. I just want to talk for a moment about how grateful I am for all the support that I have had on YouTube. It has been an amazing journey. So many have been cheering me on here. It has been fantastic. I'm feeling more and more comfortable and at home here. The kindness and the love that you have all shown me here on the channel, it just fills my heart. It's just incredible. I see you all joining me, and it's good to see you. Hi, everybody coming in. So just a few little housekeeping rules here on my lives. I am going to be doing some channeling. I am going to do my best to get to all the questions. Spirit and I work really, really hard to answer as many questions as I possibly can on the live. And please keep in mind, I'm brand new to YouTube. I'm literally just learning how to navigate myself through it. So just be a wee bit patient with me. And as always, in all my videos, in all my talks and workshops, just take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. I do have the angelic realm kind of coming in around me. So I think we're going to get a lot of angels and guides and some life guidance tonight. I can just feel them coming in and kind of embracing all of us in this incredible vibration of unconditional love. So if there's any questions on angels and guides or any channeling that I can do, please post a question, and I will dive in and do some channeling. And I'm also open to do some mediumship. So I am a evidential medium, which means I channel people who have passed, and they bring forward a lot of evidence. So if anybody hasn't seen me read, or if you haven't seen a reading with me, I ask a lot of questions. Spirit will show me things that resonates to you and to how they were when they were living, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, it's good to see you all tuning in here. Thank you so much for your support. It's great to be here. Christine, thank you so much. It's Christine, courage. Let's just talk about courage, because I think you just opened up a delicious topic there. Courage. It takes a lot of courage to do anything in life, any change, any growth, new things, everything, that changes or we're uncertain. It does take a lot of courage to step forward into that. And I embrace anything that's changed or needs to change, or change that needs to come. I'm going to start right away. I'm going to dive in. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. I am going to start scrolling through and just kind of looking for some questions here. All right, so you guys fire some questions at me. It's good to see you all. Hi, everybody. Hi, thank you for your support. Amanda Waters. My little girl has been asking about her papa for a while and is getting very upset. Is there anything that you can tell me? Amanda, I keep seeing all these little butterflies coming in around. Anything with little tiny wings as well, little hummingbirds. I also have to really tap into the magic. Tell her to keep holding on to magic in life. Spirit is extremely magical, and keeping our eyes open for it. Sometimes it can be shapes in the sky. It can be little things that you find. Really tapping into that heart space. Always look for spirit with that heart space. Always keeping an eye open and looking for the magic. I'm really pulled into, where'd that go? Wesley. Hi, Wesley. Good to see you here. Just want to give me a second. I would love to know if there's any message coming through for me. Tracy King. Thank you very much for your question, Tracy. Tracy, when I kind of felt into your energy, the first thing that really jumped out at me was the spirit guide that's come to you in the last 3 months. There's been some shifts or some life stuff that's kind of been a little like this for you for a little bit. I've got a spirit guide that's got you held up, got you wrapped, letting you know that you're very much safe and also pushing you forward. There seems to be this reference, Tracy, that you need just a little bit of push forward in the trust factor. Donna, my friend Rose is here and has been wanting to know if you know her step. I'm not quite sure on your question there, Donna. Good. Okay, I'm sorry, Donna. I'm not quite sure what you're asking me here. Hi, Adam. Good to see you all. Hi, Siobhan. It's good to see everybody tuning in. I was just pulled to, just give me one quick second. Ashley, career path. Anything about my career path? I lost the stream for just a quick second on the questions. Ashley, I really feel that I've got to talk to you about allowing new doors of opportunity to open. Just simply visualizing new doors and new opportunity and new growth. I just feel that there's something that's coming that feels very new, but I feel like you're a little uncertain if you want to give it a go. And I'm getting a big go ahead sign on allowing new doors to open. So one thing that you can do is work a little bit on the manifesting. New things are always coming to me, allowing new doors of opportunity to come into your awareness. What I often do, and I almost do it every day, is whenever I open a cupboard door or my fridge door, I literally say it out loud or in my mind, I am very open to new things that serve my highest good. I'm open to allowing. I'm very much okay with allowing new things in. I do feel actually that there is some change coming in your career path, and I just have to give you that little push a wee bit on your back to just kind of get into the allowing alignment. I also, Ashley, if I can continue a little bit more here with you, is I really have to bring you into what does your heart want to do? What do you really want to do? Because it's never too late to try something new and to change. Sometimes in life we get kind of in this momentum or in this rut that it's, I need to stay or I need to do this. I need to encourage you to ask yourself that question. Is there anything else that you want to explore as far as career goes? I also have a dad that's just joined me. This is not for you, I don't think, Ashley, but I do have a dad that's coming through from the spirit dimensions. I feel him as a really recent passing. I think he's only been gone maybe 5 or 6 months. I'm channeling the name John that connects. It's not his name, but the name John connects to him. I also feel a passing was a cancer in his chest or his throat area. I can really feel that cancer there. He's letting me know that he's very much okay on the other side. He's also showing me a lot of coins that he's leaving for signs, and he's telling me that he's literally throwing them at you, like they're like hitting you. Not literally, but he's like literally leaving so many coins for you to see. He needs you to know that he's very much okay on the other side. Cynthia, I've been having such a bad couple of weeks. My husband just came out of the hospital and we're going through really rough times. I'm just having a feel into that for a second. So Cynthia, I always have to be very clear. I don't give medical advice because I'm not a physician, but I see a lot of healing, and I don't know if there's a father figure, so father or grandfather to your husband's side that's helping with some healing. I see a lot of light around them, and I feel a lot of healing around them. I feel that things are going to turn around, and I feel him slowly gaining some strength back. I'll also send some love and light there too, if you like, Cynthia. Amber, if you see anything about the baby my husband and I are trying for. When I pause, it's because I'm asking the question to the spirit dimensions. Amber, I'm seeing, number one, I'm feeling a lot of joy and a lot of celebration. I'm feeling that I need to kind of keep you in the trust of it, but also in the fun of it. I feel like I have to lift off some of the stress and some of the worry from you. I feel like there's a lot of worry, and there's just a slight bit of not trusting your body. And I get it. I truly understand this topic very well, but I feel like I need to just kind of get you to trust a little bit and really kind of work hard on staying in that. I'm also feeling July is a very significant month in all this. July just feels very different than where you are now. So I need you to just kind of trust that. I also do feel that there's 2 kids for you in the spirit dimensions. As soon as I start channeling a little bit deeper on that, I feel that there's 2. I'm also feeling something very significant. This is a little bit different, Amber. I don't know if there's a significant anniversary, birthday, or passing in the month of February, but I'm connecting the month of February to you as well. But I'm really feeling a lot of excitement around the month of January. I'll leave that with you, Amber. I do hope that you find that helpful. Midnight, anything spirit wants me to know. Midnight, I want you to, what I'm hearing, Midnight, is I need you to need you to really feel into your own worthiness. I feel sometimes that you cut yourself a little bit short in the worthiness department, because a spirit keeps saying like this, chin up, chin up. I'm also feeling a spirit guide around you. I feel like the spirit guide came in about 5 years ago. Our spirit guides do change as our journey changes. Sometimes the time frame is really significant, and sometimes it's just when we need them to come in. And I feel with the spirit guide, I feel a lot of strength, because I have to get you standing up straight. I need to stand you up straight in who you are, in your own truth, in your own worthiness. Midnight, you are so worthy, and that's just being shouted at me to pass that on to you. I hope you find that helps. Sherry, my dad died last November. We were estranged for years. Any messages from him now? Sherry, I wasn't even finished reading your message, and what I seen was water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. I'm also seeing that Dad has gone through a lot of his own soul growth. He has gotten a deeper understanding about what his journey here was, and that he's done a lot of work on himself. He's actually showing himself to me as very proud of that work. He's also doing this with let it go. It's okay to let it go, and you can talk to him even though that he's gone. You can talk to him, and he's going like this to let it go. He's also very much showing me flocks of birds. He's going, I'm sending her not just 1 or 2, but flocks of birds. And I asked them why the flocks of birds, and it's about freedom. It's just like this loud explosion of freedom, being free from what's heavy in your heart, and being free to be, and being free to allow, and being free to let go. But he keeps doing this. It's all water under the bridge. Letting it go, letting it go. He also doesn't want you to carry what's not yours. I hope you understand that. What's not yours, he's saying don't carry. He's trying to take it off of you. So anything that you're carrying that may have been, the issues that you had that were his, he says you're carrying, if you're carrying his issues, any issues that were his, he keeps repeating that to me. If you can just put that down, it's not yours to carry. He's back to being very proud with me, Sherry. Very proud that he has done some work. He also has a mother or mother figure with him. So either his mother or someone like a mother with him that's with him. He needs you to know that he's not alone. He's also showing me the number 4. So either you're 1 of 4, or the month of April being significant, or the 4th of a month. So now I'm pretty sure it's 4 people, because he keeps telling me 4 people. So either he's 1 of 4 or you're 1 of 4. But he's on me with the number 4 a lot. He's also on me with the month of June being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing, or the 6th of a month. I hope that makes sense to you. There's a lot of questions coming at me. Again, I'm going to do my best to go through as many questions as I can, okay? What can you see from my gifts and spiritual path? Ooh, that's a really good question. So what I'm seeing here for you, and I'm sorry, is it Aries Sun? I have a bit of a trouble with my lighting tonight for some reason. What I'm seeing here for you is I'm seeing a buffet of tasting things on the spiritual journey. I need to encourage you to taste as much as you can. Explore spirituality, explore your gifts. So when I first started on my spiritual journey a long time ago, it was so much mediumship. Mediumship came very natural to me. I was always able to see and channel, and the mediumship was something that grew and blossomed and continues to grow. But what I discovered is when I explored, I suddenly discovered animal communication. I suddenly discovered the ability to do some work in trance mediumship. I discovered so many different gifts that were within me. And it's all about exploring. and I discovered that I love to do motivational speaking, and I discovered so many delicious things. I did some tarot, and I had a lot of fun with that. And I just started going everywhere and tasting everything. And I really need to encourage you to do that, to explore, because we all have gifts within, and there are some things that we can grow and develop that we didn't even really think that we were going to enjoy. If somebody would have said to me, Lana, maybe even 5 years ago, you're going to do animal communication, you're going to be able to hear animals, I would have been like, yeah, I don't think so. It's all about mediumship for me. If somebody would have said to me, you're going to work with the angelics, I'm open to it, but I had to go and taste it. So I encourage all of you on your spiritual journey to explore, read books, pick up what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate, attend workshops, try some intuitive stuff. We all have an intuition muscle, that place in our gut. We can all develop it, even sharper and sharper, and we can lead a life from that space. And it's incredible to be able to tap into your higher self and have some, that deeper knowing. But taste, you guys, sample things and explore it all. Sometimes people get a little nervous or a little bit afraid of working in the spirit dimensions or tapping into spirituality, and it's your journey. Then when you walk in love and you walk in light, it's a beautiful, safe space, and you meet the most amazing people and the most incredible spirit tribes. I've got a ton of spirit tribes that are just absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get a couple more questions here. Cynthia, my father passed 2 years ago. Encounter with COVID, and I never got to say goodbye. Do you have any messages from him? Cynthia, I'm going to tap in here for a second, because number one, I have this ear that's sticking out at me from the spirit dimensions that I do hear you, and I did hear your goodbye. And it's very, spirit always says this to me when we don't get a chance to say goodbye. They hear it anyway. They heard the goodbye. He's also talking to me at length about being down by the water. So I don't know if you live near the water or if Dad lived near the water, but he's got me down by the water as being significant space. He's also showing me under the night sky. I'm hearing you under the night sky. So either you're talking to him at night, but he's also showing me, I don't know if you had what do you call that? A video conversation with him, but I think it was 3 days before he passed. There was some kind of conversation that you had with him. He's got me 3 days before he's passed as being a significant. He's also showing me like a fast forward, all the wonderful times and memories, and that's where he wants you to go to remember. He wants you to go to remember that. He keeps pulling me into the memory bank. He's showing me like the memories. Stay in that. He's also shown me, I'm not sure why I'm smelling mechanic grease. Does somebody work as a mechanic, or was he a mechanic, or somebody? I can smell mechanic grease. He's talking about the person with mechanic grease. He's also talking about a J name, so either John or Jake or Josh. He's drawing me a J. He's also talking to me about the month of August being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. I do hope that helps you. Lydia, I'm worried about my youngest daughter. She has a lot of anger and anxiety. I don't know how to help her. What I'm really feeling here is I really feel like I need to get her outside. What I feel is the need to get her grounded. Like I need to just a simple hike with a picnic. I need to get her feet on the ground, her back up against the tree. I just feel like that she just needs some grounding. I also feel that I keep seeing this, my sign for overcome. I keep seeing that overcome. I do feel that she's going to overcome this, Lydia, but I feel like she just needs to be able to tap into just a pinch of spirituality, a little bit of walking meditations. I also feel like she doesn't breathe. Like I feel like she doesn't take that deep breath. So if she's open to some simple meditation or some breath work, I feel like she could really benefit from a little bit of that. I also feel like she needs to pet an ant. Like I don't know like a dog or a cat. I find it very therapeutic for her to pet an animal. So I don't know if you have an animal, or getting her out to visit a farm or equine place where she can just pet some horses. I don't know why, I feel like she really likes to touch. Like, I really feel like that would help. Very interesting. I do hope that helps. Excuse me. Emily, my mom passed when I was 4 years old, 2003. I think she came to me in the dreams a couple of times, but I would love to hear if she has anything. Emily, what she says is, and I can see her with this big smile. So I don't know if your mom had a big smile, but I can see this big smile on her face, and she's telling me that she hasn't missed anything. She's been with you. She's been cheering you on. She's also extremely proud of you. She's also showing me that you're very hard working at everything, that you always try your best. She knows that you always try your best. She's also just wrapping you in this pink blanket. Like, it's like it looks and feels almost like a quilt, and she's got you wrapped in it. She's also showing me the number 10, so that would be August being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. She's also putting me in the month of November being very significant. She's also talking to me at length about a grandfather. Do you have a grandfather that's passed? Is her father passed? There seems to be a reference to this father figure that's with her as well. She's also playing a lot of music. So a lot of music. So if music was important to her, or if music's very important to you, she's literally turning it up for me. She's also reminding you to dance through life. She has a very angelic movement to her, and she's reminding you to keep dancing through life. She also doesn't want you to ever hold yourself back. She keeps pushing you forward and never holding yourself back, going after dreams, being always, she says, keep moving your feet and always going after what your dreams and desires are. She's also, there's something with a lot of hearts. So she just keeps showing me all these hearts. And she's also something, I don't know if you have a necklace of hers, or if there's something of her, that you wear that connects you to her, but she's playing with my necklace as something being very important. I do hope that helps, Emily. Let's see here. Okay. Linda just got back to me. She has a dog that she loves. Plus, I think that you're right about going outside. She spends way too much. You're very welcome. Linda, I really feel strongly about the need to pet animals. So I'm not sure where you're from, but perhaps you can look into some kind of, if there's a horse farm or more time with animals. It's just going to be so therapeutic for her. Spirit won't take that image away from me. So I would, strongly encourage you to see what's out there. It may shift a lot for her. Okay, here we go. That's what she said. Can you tell me if things have been going on the past few months will resolve? Okay, so what I feel here is, I do feel that there's still a little bit of a journey to go. But what I need to do with you is, I really need to pull you into a little bit of mindfulness. I know what you're going through is a struggle, but I need to insert a few things. I need to insert a few phrases like, everything is going to work out. Everything always works out for me. It's going to be, I just find that sometimes when things are going this way, we kind of give up momentum with our thoughts, and I have to pull you out of it. I need to pull you out of that vibration and kind of get you in. And I know it's tough. I'm not saying that it's easy. I know that it's tough, but I need to kind of insert just a little bit of that. I also really have to try and quiet some of that mind chatter with you as well. I need to quiet some of that mind chatter there. I do think things are going to smooth out. I just think it's not a long time, but I just think there's a little bit more of this in the road, and then things level out. I also have to talk to you just real briefly on that subject, on what you allow. I just have to ask you that. Just kind of sit with, what do I allow, and kind of feel into that. Is there a midnight? Is there a limit to the number of questions we can ask? Oh, that's really lovely that you ask. You guys can ask as many questions as you want. I'm trying to go through the feed and try and catch as many questions. So if I don't get to your questions, I will be coming live again. I'm actually enjoying this. I will be doing lives again if I didn't get to your questions. I'm going to try and catch as many questions as I can. All right. So where are we? Paige Potter. My grandma was my best friend growing up. Lost her a few years ago. My grandpa a few years before her. She was lost without him. Do they have any messages for me, and are they reunited? I can see them dancing, and he came for her. But I also feel Paige, was she really sick for a bit? Because I feel like he came for her a couple days before she passed. I'm just having a listen to them, Paige. They truly were and are soulmates. They also had more than one lifetime together, which is really cool. But I can see them dancing. I can also feel a lot of humor around them. One of them is really funny. They also, this is really interesting, they won't stand apart from me. They're standing like this, so I can't decide. I can't really feel into if it was your grandpa or your grandma that had a bigger sense of humor, because they're standing so close to one another. Usually with spirit, I'll say, can you stand apart? And they will. They're like, no, we're going to stand side by side. They're also blowing kisses your way. They're also talking about and again with little spirit animal as spirit signs. They're sending little animals to come visit you, but they change. But they're little, like baby squirrels, and they're like little animals that are coming to pay you visits. They're sending those little animals as spirit signs for you. They also feel, your grandmother feels very much like a mom. So I don't know if she was around a lot or helped raise you, but she feels very mom. She's also giving me some advice. So I don't know if she was an advice person, but she's giving me a lot of advice. She's actually cheering me on as well. You're doing a good job, dear. She's also playing with my hair. So I don't know if you have curly hair or if she had curly hair, but there's a reference to curls because she's playing in mine. Loves you very much, Paige. Jay, I'm curious if there's a message for me. Jay, I tap in here with you to the angelics, and the angelics are talking to me about your throat chakra and about speaking your truth and from a space of love. So they're just reminding you that your truth matters and how you feel matters. So I don't know if you struggle with that or if that's something that you've been working on, but just know how that your truth matters. And I just literally want to give you a big hug as I say that. I just literally want to hug you. You how you feel is very important, and they're shouting that to me from the angelics. Your truth is very important. How you feel really matters. I do hope that helps you. I'm wishing you so much love and light, Jay. Rad chick. Brad, when I tap in there, I can't stop smiling. I also have such a kindness and this kindness about your mom is quite profound, and she's also very much supporting. She's got an interesting job in the spirit dimensions. She wants you to know that she's not just sitting around on a cloud in heaven. She's really cute. I'm not just sitting around on a cloud in heaven. I'm very busy up there. But what she's really busy doing is she's busy helping and supporting newer souls or less experienced souls that are preparing to come down into the physical world. It's like she's teaching them or counseling them. She's got this counselor feel for me up in the spirit dimensions with the younger souls who may have only had 1 or 2 or 3 life journeys. She's counseling them. She's also very proud of that. She's also talking about the number 3. So either you're 1 of 3 3 or the month of March is significant, or the third of a month. She keeps putting up the number 3 for me. She's also talking to me at length about this Christmas ornament. It looks like a bit of a snow globe, or white and blue. She just keeps turning it. So I don't know if there's a music thing underneath it, or a Christmas thing that has a music thing underneath it, but she keeps turning it for me. She also wants you to know how beautiful you are. I don't know if you struggle with that a little bit, but she keeps telling me she's so beautiful. You're so beautiful, both inside and out. And she's just asking you to own that a little bit. She's actually like doing this catwalk strut for me. It's just own that beauty. She has this amazing softness to her, with just with this twinge of humor that's just so loving. She's also showing me gardens and trees, and she's kind of sitting you there. So I don't know if you sit and talk to her outside, or if there's a garden or a space that you go and talk to her outside. She's surrounding you in so many flowers. It's like this loving cyclone of flowers. She just keeps sending them your way. She's also wrapping you in a blanket of green healing. So I don't know if you're going through some healing stuff, but she just keeps wrapping you in green healing. She wants you to know that she's wrapping you in that beautiful, beautiful soul she is. Okay, Amy, where did you go? I lost that one. I'll try to scroll back up to that one, Amy. Lynn Berriabot, can you talk more about jobs souls have once they pass? Oh, you like that, do you? So, yes. So let's just give Souls 101. So when some of us, not all of us, but when some of us pass and cross over to the spirit dimensions, and we've done whatever healing work we have to do when we go back over, because when we get over to the spirit dimensions, most of us, if not all, have to go through some healing, taking a look at our journey and kind of, having those life reviews, and, kind of going to different little schools over in the spirit dimensions to help our souls grow. Some souls do get a job up there, and it can be in between lifetimes before they come back, or sometimes if a soul is completed and they stay over in the spirit dimensions, they will get like a full-time job, and they help other souls when they're up there, and it may be helping other souls with their healing. It may be helping other souls that are transitioning back over into the spirit dimensions, and those jobs help their souls continue to develop and to continue to grow. It doesn't happen I wouldn't say a lot. It happens often that a soul will tell me that they now have a job up in the spirit dimensions, and it's fascinating when they do share the things that they do up there. It's quite incredible. And by the way, if you have a loved one who now has a job in the spirit dimensions, that doesn't mean that they don't come down here to visit you, because the soul can be in many different places at once, because they no longer have a physical body. So if your loved one does have a job up in the spirit world, they do still come here and spend time with you. It's quite fascinating, actually, but that's the benefit of no longer having a body. Okay, good question. Thanks very much, Lynn. Potts 34. Can you tell me about my mom who passed away, please? I have a couple questions for you, Potts. I just want to make sure that I'm channeling the right person with that, and I'm just not quite sure. I wonder if there's a way I can. No, I was hoping that there was a way that I could converse with you back and forth. Potts, I just have a few questions. I want to make sure that I'm channeling the right person here. I just want to know if maybe you can just, I'll watch. Well, now I messed that up. Okay. So Potts, if you can just answer back in the comment section, then I'll come back to you. I just have a couple questions regarding your mom when I tap in there. I feel like she was sick, and I feel like it was for a long time. I also have to talk about the letter J. Is there a Judy or a Jill, or she's drawn me a J if I'm channeling in here. I have a lot of integrity with what I do, and I don't always have a direct phone line up to say, can you send this person down? I just want to make sure I'm channeling the right person here when I tap in there, because I just had a couple questions. So if you can acknowledge the answer to that in the comment section, I'll try and catch it. Okay. I just feel like I feel like I'm quite sick. I don't know if it's a cancer, but I feel like I'm sick for a long time. So if you can just answer that for me, that'd be great. And I'll try. Oh, there we go. Okay. Her name was Janet. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so thanks. So that was great. And that was really quick, Pots 34. Thank you very much. Okay, so she drew me the J, and she was really sick. I also have to talk about the month of May being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing with that Pots. I also feel that she's been gone a little while. I feel like she's been gone a little while. She's also talking about the number 5. So that's again, as May again with May. So it's got to be something significant with May. She's also telling me that she likes to play with your technology. She likes to glitch your phone, glitch your technology, flickering lights. Sometimes she says that you overthink the spirit signs. If you feel, and this goes for any of you, if you feel that you've got your loved one, you've got your loved one. If you feel that they're visiting, or if you're thinking about them, they're with you. But she tells me that sometimes you overthink it, because she's very much sending a lot of signs. She's also talking about boxes in a closet. I'm in the back of a closet, and there's some boxes. 1, 2, 3 boxes. I don't know if I'm in your closet or something. There's some, I don't know if you have something of hers in those boxes, but there's 3 boxes in the back of a closet that she's kind of pushing my awareness to. She's also talking about the month of December being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. My head is also tingling. I don't know if she had something with her head that was related to her passing, but my head is also tingling. I hope that makes sense. The questions are coming up quite fast. Okay, so I hope that does help. She is sending you so much love from the other side. She wants you to know that she's here quite a bit. She's quite chatty, to be honest. She's not quite letting me go. She's also talking about repeat numbers, 111, 222, 333. Also on license plate, repeat letters, 3 A's in a row or 3 B's in a row. She's trying to connect that there as well. She's very chatty, Pots 34. I love it. Okay. Elise Davis, I have a lot of nervous energy about my emotions and the future of my emotions. Any advice from guides? So when I tap into that for you, I'm tapping into a spirit guide that's been with you since you were very little, and her name is Bethany. I can completely see her, and she doesn't look like a traditional spirit guide. Sometimes they do look very angelic with the long white gowns, but she's got on a real rugged look to her, track pants and a t-shirt. She's also rolling up her sleeves, and she's rolling up her sleeves with, let's get some work done spiritually. She's been encouraging you to tap into a little bit more spirituality, a little bit more of tapping into your higher self. She's also bringing you into quiet spaces. She's talking about some quiet time. She's also showing me that a lot of the nervous energy, a lot of it has to do with a lot of things that are going around you. Decrease some of it when you can. A little bit less social media and news feeds, a little bit less of anybody who has negative energy. She's encouraging you to spend some time in positive light spaces. She's also talking to me about bumper pads. She's showing me that she's got bumper pads around you. I don't know if you're, it's almost like you're afraid you're not on the right path, or you're afraid you're going off the path. She's letting you know that you're there. You're on your path. Just trust it. Feeling that embracing. She's also talking about unpacking your backpack. There's some stuff in there that needs to come out that no longer serves you. So I don't know if there's like things that you've gone through that you've kind of still carried, but she's encouraging you to kind of put it down. She's also talking about leaving yourself little notes a little, I don't know why, but if you're very visual or if you like to read, but she's talking about leaving yourself little notes on the fridge, on the cupboard, labeling your water bottle with little positive affirmations. She's encouraging you to kind of shift a little bit into that mindset, but she's also talking about small little steps are very much okay. So I don't know if you put a lot of pressure on yourself to have to take big steps or to be going fast all the time, but it's little, let those little steps be enough. Just let those little steps be enough. I do hope you found that helpful. Fairy Wonder. Oh, I love it. Love that name. Is it true that spirits are trying to tell us that something bad will happen in America soon? I've been having a terrible gut feeling about something really devastating going to happen. Maybe. The energy has been very difficult. I do agree. I have had some of my channeling that I've done. I have had some concerns with the energy. However, I do feel that we can shift this as a collective. So I do feel, because it feels movable to me. So when I've sat with spirit and spirit has shown me some things that could be coming, it can be shifted as a collective. So what's been happening a lot the last couple years is we've always had, let me just backtrack a little bit. We've always had light and dark. We've always had that. But what's been happening the last couple years is we're being called out on it. On where do we want to stand? Where do we want to stand? And for many generations, it's been like eyes closed or blinders on. So what's happening now is it's being put right in front of us, and we're being asked where we want to stand. So we can shift the heaviness and that darkness by standing together collectively. Now, if you lean into and watch what's happening, more and more people are helping one another. More and more people are saying, no, that's not a good belief system. More and more people are coming together in massive amounts. When you take a look at it, there's so much kindness going on. There are so many communities supporting one another. There are so many countries supporting one another. I think it's shiftable. I really do. And spirit has shown me that this heaviness can be shifted. So stand in the light and radiate that. I do hope that helps, Fairy Wonder. That was a great question, and I'm grateful that you posted it. Ashley, can you please tell me about my pappy? He's got a big energy for me. So I don't know if he was either a bigger guy or just this force of energy, because when I tapped into him, I knew he was there instantly. There was no kind of waiting. He had this force about him. He's also talking to me at length about I don't know if he worked with his hands. I got his hands in my face, or he's got big hands, but he's talking to me about hardworking. He's also talking to me at length about, he's got me down by the water, but I think I'm on a boat. So I don't know if he worked on a boat or if you have a boat, but he's got me down by the water and he's showing me this boat. He's also talking to me about, I think it's the name Mike or Michael. There's definitely an M name that connects to either him or that's it. There's something about an M. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's Mike or Michael. He's also talking to me about, he's fixing his sweater. So he's literally fixing a sweater for me. He's also letting me know how proud he is of you. He keeps talking about how you need to keep going forward. He's also talking about 3. So either you're one of 3 or he's got a fan, or he was one of 3. The number 3 seems to be really important. I also, there seems to be a lot of people around him all the time. He keeps surrounding a lot. So I don't know if this is a big family, but he keeps surrounding people. He's also talking about big gatherings. I'm also in my head with him. So I don't know if there was a stroke or an Alzheimer's, but I'm in my head with him. I can really feel my head when I connect with him. He's also talking about a dog. There's a dog in the spirit dimension. So I don't know if you put down a dog or if it's his dog, but he keeps saying the dog is here. Don't worry, the dog is here. And I'm not sure if you're worried about somebody living. So because he keeps saying they're okay. It's going to be okay. So I don't know who you're worried about, but he keeps telling me that it's going to be okay. Lily. Where did it go? I just lost one. Hold on a second. Sorry, you guys. The comments just went scrolling on past. So I'm just going to try and back up a little bit. Lily. My younger sister passed away a year ago. She has my best friend and my soul. She was my best friend and my soulmate. I would do anything to hear from her. Lily, I'm not quite sure why I feel I don't know, her passing was a little bit unexpected, or if people thought she was going to be here longer than what she was, but I feel a little bit surprised with her. She's also talking to me at length about beauty. She's claiming to be the prettier one with a big smile on her face, with as a light joke, but she is claiming to be the prettier one with a big smile. She's also I can also smell her. So I don't know if she's been sending you a lot of smells or if you smell things that aren't around you, but she's definitely trying to send a lot of signs with smells. So if you smell something, like, if you smell flowers and there's no flowers around, or if you smell something and you can't seem to narrow it down where it's coming from, it's her. She also likes, again, another spirit that likes to play with technology, a lot of technology. She also likes to photobomb pictures. Watch for little orbs on your cameras, on your phones. She's showing me little tiny orbs. Quite often she's sending them in blue or she's sending them in yellow, trying to get your attention that way. She also needs you to know that she's not alone. There's a reference to it. I don't think it's a mom, but it feels like a mother energy to me. So someone that was like a mom or a grandmother that she was close to. She's very much not alone. I also feel there's got to be another. If she didn't pass unexpectedly, is there another passing that connects to you, Lily? That was fast or unexpected? I don't know if there's an accident or there's some kind of suddenness around her as well that I'm connecting with there, that connects to you. I'm also, I don't know if there's a Mandy or a Michelle. She's trying to communicate with an M name that connects to you. I'm also having trouble with my vision. So I don't know if she was having trouble with her vision, but my vision seems to be off a little bit when I channel her as well. And it's somebody, I don't know did she have a tattoo or did somebody get a tattoo after she's passing? She's just going like this with a tattoo gun. She's also showing me the color red, and she's saying like ruby red. I don't know if that was her favorite color or there's something with red, ruby red. She keeps saying it over and over and over. She's just repeating the color red to me. She's also talking about, she's going to remote view with me. She's also talking about a shelf, and it's either it looks like a wide shelf. So either a wide shelf or you've got a fireplace mantle, and there's the third item on that she's pointing to me. I think it's a picture or an item of hers, but she's talking about this shelf. I can see a window to this side of me near that shelf. She needs you to know how much you are loved. She also needs you to know that she's very much okay on the other side. She's actually making a joke that she was allowed in. She's got a bit of a sense of humor there. All right, let's keep moving along here. It's Patty. I've been dealing with depression over the years, and I wonder everything I have been working on towards is coming to an end. I have no family anymore, and I just want peace in my life. I actually have a lot of excitement, Patty. I feel like I can just see rainbows, and I can see light, and I can see new beginnings. I can just see so much new. I also can see new support coming in, like almost like and I feel that you kind of, and I get it, you whole kind of people kind of here, and that's okay. But I just feel like there's some new support coming in for you. I feel that you're going to either take a little trip or a little getaway. It doesn't feel, I don't think it's far, but I feel like you're going to get away a little bit as well, and it feels very good to me. I also have to I also have to let you know how supported you are. Sometimes I don't think you feel supported. The angelics have got this great big circle all around you, letting you know how supported, but how much you're appreciated. You've got this great big heart with kindness and love. And yes, experiences have taken you down some bumpy roads, but I truly do feel that those bumpy roads are smoothing out. I also really feel that you're going to insert a little bit of spiritual growth, because I can hear you a little bit with this. There's more to life than this. And I can just hear you tapping into that. I just feel a lot of freedom around you. It's like you're this freedom. I'm free to let go. I also feel that you've done a fair bit of healing work too. I just want to clap and applaud. Good for you. Good for you for doing the work, because you have done a lot of work. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. I want to see Daniel. I don't want to be with my family when I die. I don't ever want to encounter their souls again, except my grandmother. Do I have to? Okay, so Daniel, I won't have 100% of the answer, okay, because I don't know it all. But when I tap into this with spirit, Daniel, I do feel that a lot of the life stuff doesn't get resolved until over in the spirit dimensions. When we pass, we have a completely different perspective when we get over there. We it's just, and I can say that with 100% certainty, because I've died before. I've been over there. So my perspective on life completely changes when we cross over. I get a lot of crappy things have happened, and I truly am sorry that you've had to go through. However, you know what I'm hearing with this, Daniel? I'm hearing that you have put in really good boundaries, that you've done a lot of healing work, and that you're very much okay. And I also have to let you know what a good person you are. I really feel that within you. I feel this goodness, and I just literally want to squish you, and I mean that literally, just squish you. But I think that some of their healing work won't happen until they're over there, because I don't think that they have learned the lessons in the physical world yet. And people can still change that. You can change your learning when you're here, but I'm just feeling that a lot of their learning and a lot of their soul growth happens over there. Now, whether or not you have to come back and with them, that I don't know for sure, because I don't know what all your soul contracts were. But what I can tell you is, and some people do struggle with this, and that's okay. When we were souls up in the spirit dimensions, and we picked our soul, we picked our lessons, and we picked the journey, and then there's choice and free will. When we got here, some of the choice and free will may not necessarily have been in the soul contract. So will you have to come back with them? I suggest when you get up there, when you're picking your next journey, ask ask if do I have to come back with them. But it will all depend on what lessons. And what I can say to you is, if you've learned your lesson, then perhaps you won't have to. But I don't know for sure if you will. I truly don't have all the answers. But I do want to just squish you, Daniel, and wish you so much love and light, and keep being that good person. Keep going forward. Keep loving others. Keep being the best version of yourself. Other people have to work on themselves. It's not yours to own. Right? Right. Okay. Shaz, any message from my spirit guides? When I tap in there, I'm picking up on this fox. I'm picking up on a little fox that's with you as a spirit animal. this is not your only spirit guide, but this is the spirit guide that wants to talk to you tonight. And it's this little curious fox. And what this fox is showing me is that it's okay to wander. It's okay to explore, and it's okay to try new things and have an adventure. It's also okay to rest. So now I'm kind of burrowed in. I'm burrowed in. It's okay to journey alone sometimes, this little fox says. He's really kind of cute. It's okay to journey alone, and it's also okay to journey in packs. This fox has a group. It shows me a group and then shows me time alone. Shows me a group and then shows me time alone. So I don't know if you struggle with having alone time or if you feel bad for having alone time, but I keep showing me this back and forth, back and forth. It's okay to take that time. The little fox is also pushing you ahead sometimes. It's okay to go first. You can go first sometimes. It's not, it talks really cute. It's okay to go first. You need to go first. Be that person that goes first sometimes. The other thing is playfulness. The little fox is now playing away like a cat with a ball. It's okay to be playful. I need to tap you into being playful. To play sometimes, to use your imagination, than to just like let your hair down and let her rip and just have a good time. Letting that little inner child come out and play. Jump in the puddles. I also have to get some simplicity. I need to get a pinch of simplicity added in there. It's okay to just have simple things. A picnic, a hike, just some quiet, simple. I don't know if there's a lot, there feels to be like a lot of static around you, a lot of noise around you. Like, I don't mean like audible noise, but just like a lot of stuff going on, physical world stuff. I need to just get you to play like a little fox in the forest, looking for magic, looking for fairies, just kind of having a good time, whether it be alone or with your pack. That is a beautiful little fox. I can't believe how cute he is. I do hope, Shaz, that you resonated to that and spend some time with your little fox. Okay. Cheryl, and I'd like to know if I'm moving this year and about my spirit guides. Okay, so let me just feel into that move first. Sometimes, and I do want to make this quite clear, sometimes choice and free will comes into play too, because I do feel like the choice to move is more. It's more of a choice to move rather than I have to move. I don't feel you have to move. I feel like you're going to have the choice to move. It feels very choice to me. And it also feels very good, this move. I don't feel bad with moving at all, but it feels more of a choice than a have to. Spirit guide, when I just kind of lean in there for a second, Cheryl, I'd be interested to know what was 3 years ago for you, because I feel like you had a staff change about 3 years ago, and it feels quite significant, like you needed a lot of support and guidance, because I can see this spirit guide shining light at your feet. His name is Marconi, and he's got this huge, looks like I should just give you my eyes for a second. He's got this huge stage, it looks like a stagecoach light. It's massive, and he's shining light at your feet. So 3 years ago, were you looking for guidance, or was there a feeling that you were going through that was that of lost and can't find my way, because he keeps shining the light. He's also talking, Cheryl. He got really, really firm with me for a second. You got to ask for help, and you got to be willing to hear. He's gentle and loving, but he's also very firm with you. If you're going to ask, you got to be willing to hear. So I don't know if sometimes, and just digest this a little bit. And as always, if it doesn't resonate, leave it here. But he's saying, just have a think for a moment on what you really want. And then go for it. But I don't know if sometimes you waver in and out with a little bit of uncertainty, or if you don't want to ask because you might not like the answer. He's just saying, if you're going to ask for help, and then be willing to listen. And I get it. There are times I sit with spirit, you guys, I'll be like, okay, I have a question. I have a question from my counsel, so I'm going to take my question to my counsel. And then I'll be listening, and I'll hear the answer, and I'll be like, oh, goodness, you got to be kidding me. I don't want to. And spirit will say, well, you asked. And I'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have asked, but I did want to know. I trust the spirit dimensions more than I trust the physical world. So I may be reluctant to listen sometimes if it's not something I really want to hear, but I do listen because I trust enough. And they're just that's kind of what your spirit guide is saying, is trust enough to ask and then trust enough to listen. And, I'll talk a bit deeper on that with our spirit guides, because our spirit guides do help and do guide us and do protect us, but they don't interfere unless it's absolutely 200% necessary. They won't interfere because of our choice and free will. So asking is a beautiful thing, because they're so wanting to help you guys. They so want to help and guide and make our journey that much smoother and help us learn our lessons. I always go into it with I do want to learn all my lessons, because if I'm coming back for another lifetime, I want a different theme or a different physical world to go to, because I want different learning. So I really want to master it. So I'm really open to the lessons. I just roll up my sleeves, even when it's hard, even when it's muddy, even when it's easy. And I try my best to show up and ask for help along the way. I do hope that that helps you. Let's get a few more in here. Where do we go? I've got to be a little more gentle on the mouse. That's one thing that I've learned. If you ask me what I've learned about YouTube Live, I love it. I'm having a good time, but I'm really rough on the mouse because I scroll down and then all of a sudden the messages go flying. Okay, there we are. I'm back. Okay, Valerie, your mom. Valerie, there's also something very significant with the month of October, significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. I can also smell a lot of flowers around her. So I don't know if she was in the flowers or if you're in the flowers, but I can smell a lot of flowers. I'm also seeing this. I'm also seeing that this. I don't know if you have a garden statue or if there's some kind of statue that I'm seeing. That she's showing me this statue and it's in a garden. I don't know if you have that. I also have a father figure with her. So I don't know if that's your dad or her dad, but he's got her. I'm pretty sure it's her dad. They're going like this, and they're together. She's also talking to me about the color violet. So I don't know if it's the name or if it's the flower itself, like African violets or violet, but she keeps showing me the color violet as being very, very significant. She's also rubbing your hand like this. So I don't know if you were with her when she passed, or if you had sat with her, or whoever was sitting with her. She's rubbing her hand like this, that she knew that you were there. She keeps going over and over and over. Okay, where are we going here? Strawberry. Do you know if somebody I used to be friends with last year in October is dead or not? I don't feel much on this. I'm going to be very honest with you. Strawberries at Mochcomb. There are sometimes there's many different reasons for that. Either I'm not meant to share it here on a live feed, or you're not meant to know. One of two things, because when I kind of lean into that, I get what I call spirit's curtain, where they will drop the curtain from me not to be able to see. And so when that happens, there's usually a very good reason for that. And it's probably because I'm not meant to talk about it on a YouTube live, but you're not meant to know right here, right now. But they literally dropped the curtain on that not even giving me a feeling either way. And I can't say I'm sorry, because that's just how spirit works. But much love to you, and thanks very much for your question. Okay, where are we going? Amy Sanders. My friend Jen lost her mom, Grams, and dad. Her mom and Grams were her everything. She doesn't feel them. Needs to know they are okay and they have any messages for her. Just give me a second on that, Amy, and thanks again for trying to get your question answered again. So when I tap into this for her, Amy, this is what I'm hearing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are? They are very much around her. sometimes we don't feel them, and sometimes we do, and we get a lot of signs. I'm also getting the month of April being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. I'm also over in January being significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. I also am hearing the name Dave or Dan, definitely a D name, and they're pointing to here. I also am seeing a man's watch, shaking of a watch. I don't know if she has her dad's watch or her grandfather's watch, but I keep seeing this watch being shaken. There's also a lot of candles. I don't know if she lights candles, but they're showing me a lot of candlelight. They're also very much together. Is there a hard C or a K name that connects there, like Chris or Kim? There has to be a significant C or K name, and they're pointing to living as well. The month of December, significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. And I'm also in my stomach. So I don't know if one of them passed with some kind of bowel or stomach or liver, but something in my stomach with one of the passings. I can really feel that quite intense, actually, in my stomach. She's also either talking to one of their pictures or has one of their, they just has it as a screensaver on their phone, but there's something about talking to a picture. They're definitely hearing her. One thing that she can do is trust that they're there. The more that she talks to them, the more that she feels into them, the more that she asks, she will get spirit signs from them. I also feel a lot of, I feel her heart very heavy with grief. So sometimes it's really hard to feel them when we're feeling so sad, and we're feeling like we're missing them so much. I also keep feeling this on her face. There's something about touching her face, or she was touching one of their face. I just keep having this going over and over and over on my face. She is so, so loved. I had a great time on here, and I just wanted to thank you all for cheering me on the YouTube channel. It has been an amazing learning experience for me. I am loving my time on the channel and sharing and teaching what Spirit passes along with me. The kindness and support has been overwhelming. The positive comments and love in return, you guys, it fills my heart. I also enjoyed coming on and doing some readings on here tonight. It is a bit of a different platform. I usually do my lives on Facebook. So this is a bit of a different platform, but I really loved it. I did try to get to as many questions and comments that I could in the last hour. I do hope that you'll join me again, and I will post again when I'm coming on. I'll try to come on once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on how my own schedule goes. As always, I am wishing you love, light, blessings, and a spirit-guided night. Much love, you guys.